right here on earth until the day he comes. He will manifest himself in the house of God, in our prayer and our worship. He will manifest himself as our God in our home prayer and our home reading. Continue to seek God until he comes. Anybody want to praise the Lord tonight? Anybody want to get a little bit more energy? Just praise the Lord. You give God glory today in Jesus' name. Up here we had a little crazy weather in Gallup yesterday. It's 70s, today it's snowing. We had to turn up the heat in the church. But that's all right. Soon enough it'll be an evened out season. We'll be back in the springtime, probably as early as tomorrow. Praise God. Go ahead and be seated. Got some quick announcements. Praise God. I want to thank everybody who brought something to the Free Food and Fellowship. I would like to have had a few more people there. We had about 50 people in church though, but not as many stayed for free food and fellowship, but that's all right. We had plenty of food. I worry about not having enough food. Having too much is all right. But not having enough, that's a little stressful. But I want to thank everybody who participated. We need to get ready to get back in the groove of doing this every month. Back on the first Sunday of every month, we will have free food and fellowship. As you know, I take notice of things. I pay attention. The last time that we were here, I checked those cards in the back of the room, and the same cards that were there before are there now, which means that no one has taken any of those cards. Now, if all of you have cards in your wallet or your purse or in your pocket when you leave your house in the morning, then I'm not talking to you. But if anybody in here does not have cards on them when they're walking through their day, then you need to grab some on your way out. Because we have plenty. We need to be using those as a tool for our outreach. I pay for them. I give them to you freely. You don't have to pay. We don't do door knocking, so we don't have a lot of outreaches that we ask for your time to come together. We will eventually, but as of now, we're not doing that yet. But if we're not doing that, then we should be doing the very minimum, and it's a great way to reach people. I was at, what was it, Safeway today? And I opened up my wallet, and there was a guy standing in front of me, and I often will pray, God, do you want me to hand this person a card? He was very friendly. He was like, how was your day? And I was like, it was good. And so that automatically got my attention. Should I give this guy a card? Then I look at his name tag, and it says Jesus. So I just kind of chuckled under my breath. And then as I went to pay, I said, I would be amiss if I didn't give you one of these cards to come to my church. If I didn't invite Jesus to my church, I wouldn't be a very good pastor. So here is a card, come see it. I said, are you a church going guy? And he goes, not really. I said, well, you might want to change your name. And then I teased him. I was like, I'm just kidding. And then I let him know that I understood that he didn't go to church very often, but he was welcome to come. I wanted him to come and see us. And so that is a perfect example of how to find a way to connect with someone about giving cards. Now, if it wasn't on my mind, none of that happens. None of it, because it's not on my mind. And so I want you to try to get into habit. It is one of the greatest ways to bring people to church. Most of the people that have come into my ministry have come through, you can ask my wife, through meeting them somewhere and offering them a card and finding out that indeed they were looking for a church, or they're going through something, they're going through pain, they're going through some suffering, trials and tribulations. And so what happens is that they see it as God reaching out to them. They see it as God recognized that I was in need today. When we do that, and if we don't do that, they can't get the opportunity to see that God was reaching out to them that day. Can I get amen? Amen. That's why we've got to get a hold of those cards. When those are gone, I will bring some more and replenish the whole thing. I'm going to get back on the idea of really encouraging us to bring those. I have them in my wallet just about if I don't have them for a couple of days, it stresses me out. I got to get home and refill my wallet with cards. I carry about 7 cards a day. Don't ask me. I pick 7 because 7 is God's favorite number. I like to think about God a lot. So I carry 7 cards, and when I give those up, I put 7 more. And so try to get in the habit of doing that, and God will open up opportunities for you to bring people to church. Can I get amen? God is good. He's going to do it.